Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. Welcome to another live stream, another day, sharing some shit I'm thinking about. Yeah. I'm calling this one I Am Blank Enough. And this comes from a conversation and a coaching call I had on Tuesday with the 90 Days to Unlock Your Creative Potential group. um, and it was very cool because we were talking about playing full out with your life, with the things in your life, and talked about how to show up in a way where you're showing up 100% and ready to go all in on whatever it is you're doing. And Derek proposed a really great question where he said, if you're not showing up full out on the things you say you really want to do, then there is probably a belief in place that is blocking you, that you're holding on to, that's stopping you from doing what you say you want to do. And when he shared that, and we were also talking about, we just kept throwing around the phrase, I am enough. And when we were talking about that, I got to do some introspection, and I realized that something that could be holding me back from making money on original music is a belief that I'm not organized enough. And that the belief is you don't have to be, I don't have to be as organized to play gigs for other people as I do to play gigs for myself and like sell music myself, make money myself. And that I think kind of what was under the belief is a few things. Like one, like I'm not organized enough, and so I have to get more organized. And maybe the more insidious thing that I was believing was I'll never be organized enough. And just by like being able to look into this, what came to the surface was I realized it's like, man, I don't believe I'm organized enough to book gigs and make everybody happy and sell music and make everybody happy. But I can't really recall a time where I botched a gig so bad that I was in charge of, that everybody was mad, that everybody hated me. I know I've made mistakes in that department, but it's not like there's nothing coming up like, holy crap, like, yeah, here's the proof that I'm not organized enough. In fact, there's lots of proof that I've done a fine job booking stuff and getting people there and making people happy and making the moves, making things work. So yeah, I just realized that this Tuesday was the first time in my life I allowed myself to believe I am organized enough. I am organized enough to build a career out of original music. And I haven't done it, I think in large part because I didn't believe I was organized enough. And I see that I talked about this earlier this week, this circle of belief to action, to belief to action, to belief to action, where our actions come from beliefs we hold. And our beliefs inspire our action, which influence our beliefs, which influence more action. And I realized I've held this belief that I am not organized enough to make money on original music, to share my original music with a wider audience, to reach more people with my original music. And so subconsciously I was holding on to that, which I see was like causing me to do actions that led me to not sharing my original music as much, actions that led me to being a sideman. So playing gigs I didn't really love, but paid the bills today. And by just being able to state I am organized enough, even when like the resistance comes up, because the belief of I'm not organized enough has been the dominant belief for decades now. Like just being able to say that can start planting the seeds to have that belief. And it helps me go, yeah, like, you know what? I will print posters for this because I'm organized enough. I will create video content to share our big show in September because I am organized enough. You know, I've been talking about this show September 22nd at Epiphany Center for the Arts. I want to get 500 people in the room. And that still sounds terrifying. But when I tell people, almost everyone says the same thing. almost everyone says to me, Danny, it seems like you should have no problem getting 500 people to show up to a show. I've heard that from over a dozen people. And maybe I should just like believe that. Maybe instead of thinking, no, I can't, I'm not organized enough, maybe I should go, well, everybody else seems to see it, so why am I afraid to see it? And I think it's because I'm holding on to this. And, you know, it's stuff that comes from childhood, stuff that definitely came from teachers, because like I wasn't organized enough to do what they wanted me to do. And I put that in quotes because I'm gonna even rescind that. It's more of like I just didn't want to do what they wanted me to do. I didn't want to make a art project about Native Americans or whatever it was in 5th grade that I, you know, wasn't organized enough. You know, my handwriting wasn't necessarily good, and shit's crazy, y'all. It's wild to find beliefs you have that are coming from stories you created when you were 10 or younger. You know, just like stories from ghosts, stories from 20 years ago that affect me today. And it's fun to do the work to change that, to be the author of the story of my life, instead of being stuck in tales that don't serve me anymore. Yeah, so just for me, a big breakthrough was being able to say I am organized enough. Whatever you're going through, I wonder if there's I think a lot of people say they want to do something and then they don't quite do it. So I'm curious if there's a belief you're holding on to that is serving you to not do it. You know, maybe you say you want to be really great at piano, but your belief that stops you from practicing, even when you say, today I'm going to practice piano, and then somehow the whole day goes by and you don't practice piano. What if there's a belief there? What if there's a belief of, I'm not talented enough, I'm not musical enough, you know, I would never make money off playing piano? And I would encourage you, challenge you to shift that. Say, I am musical enough, I am disciplined enough, I am talented enough, I am patient enough, whatever it is. And also just take out any of the adjectives and just, I am enough. If you're feeling really down, if you're feeling worthless, just say, I am enough. It's amazing when you realize just by existing you are enough. For me, it creates a motivation and an energy to do stuff, to create more. Yeah, so I am organized enough. I am lovable enough. I am competent enough. And even taking the enough out of it, I am organized. I am lovable. I am trustworthy. I am competent. I am a light when I enter rooms. I am inspiring. I am creative. I'm creative enough. I will live a life where I am living a life where I am impacting people with my original music. The show, a live one on Wednesday, was transformatively fun for everyone involved. It was crazy and amazing. And that's how every Safety Squad show this year has been that way. People have left saying, whoa, I'm a different person. So I am disciplined enough. I am disciplined. I am trustworthy. I will create that future. Yeah, this stream felt legit, folks. Share this one if this moved you. You know, I will say, I love when people message me and tell me the streams help them. Like, that's awesome. And please do that if it helps you. It really does make my day. I want to encourage you, if these streams help you, if one of them like really moves you, share it with somebody. Because like we might as well start impacting everyone, you know? People always tell me how inspiring I am. It's really cool to hear that. And I want to up the ante on that. So if you're moved by what I'm saying here, if you start sharing this, we're going to start moving a whole lot of people. And once a lot of people are in motion, really cool shit happens. If you started to believe you are enough, and with certain adjectives, if you started to flip the script on beliefs that are are stopping you from doing what you want, and you started having the people you love in your life do that too, think of how radically different your world could look in 6 months. What if your spouse or boyfriend or girlfriend and your friends, your parents, your siblings all started to identify limiting beliefs and switch them, and started to really do what they were designed to do, what they're here for, what their calling is, started to really use their talents to shape the world around them. I think that'd be so beautiful. And I want to encourage you to be a part of that. So awesome. Well, Safety Squad is playing at the Columbus Jazz and Ribs Fest this Sunday. So if you're at 6 p.m. So if you're in Columbus or Ohio and you want to make the trek to Columbus, come on out. It's going to be a banger. And then we've got the show at Epiphany Center for the Arts Friday, September 22nd. We've recorded a whole bunch of new music. It's sounding slamming, and I'm really excited to share it with the world. So that'll wrap it up for me, folks. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.